Hey guys, welcome to Game DuckTales 5. Today I'm going to give you my personal opinion on Chapter 4, Season 2. I'm not actually going to be playing an actual game because I want to be able to show better off. So I'm going into a bot lobby. So yeah, let's just get this started. One thing that I love about I don't like about Chapter 4 Season 2 is that where the new Japanese stuff is. Sorry, don't. There used to be an island, which really isn't that big of a deal, but they got rid of it, and I loved landing there. It was such a great spot for loot, and I thought it was a nice spot for beginners. And I feel like it makes it a little bit harder now. Like, hardly nobody landed there. It was great loot, and then it kind of went up into faulty splits. So it was really great place. It's gone now. So I kind of personally will now land closer towards gas stations or just outer rims of stuff. But yeah, that's just my one personal thing. It doesn't really matter game wise. But I personally think that it's pretty nice. As usual with any new chapter or season, there are of course a few glitches. For example, cars I noticed have a tendency to get, like, if they get jammed in something, they'll disappear. For example, Icy Penguin and I were playing, and he had to AFK for a second, so I blocked us in the car, and then it just disappeared. So that's just a little issue. I'm sure they'll fix it out eventually. They did remove the Thunder shotgun and kept the Maven for some reason. I'm not quite sure why they would do that, but they did. There's something called a Havoc now, which is quite lovely. Honestly, it's pretty nice. It does a lot of damage. It's somewhat similar to the heavy, whereas if you don't, it's kind of wonky to hit, but it's much better than the heavy. Like, I would much rather have chosen that over the heavy, but I'm just saying, it's similar. It's more similar to that than a Thunder. Yeah, that's in these swords, kinetic blades. I think that's how you say it, probably. Amazing. Also, there's heavy sniper rifles back, which is quite nice. Now with the swords, it's kind of the new version of the hammer mixed with a very deadly weapon. It's quite awesome. Also, I am playing on controller. I always play on controller, but like I'm usually in handheld mode, so it's a kind of strange for me. But like here, let me just kind of rush in here. Like, look at this. Tell me that's not awesome. I think it does 60 damage, I'm pretty sure. There's no like stopping charge with it, like, well, the 3, of course right now it's out. Well, not it's actually out, but you know, it's just quite awesome. And then like, look at that. That was just pure, like, they had obviously taken a lot of damage before I got there, but just saying this, look at that beast. And then there's a lot of new augments. For example, one of them allows you, like, the blade, so it recharges quicker with each elimination. Oops. Whatever. There is, what's it called? So basically, as you're sliding, you get medium ammo, I believe. There's something with dumpsters. That way you get, like, each time you go in a dumpster or a hay bale or something. I think it's just dumpsters, I'm not quite sure. Ooh. Hi, buddy. And then you just basically get ammo, shield. It's really nice, especially in duos. That's saved Icy Penguin and I's butt so many times. Yeah, it's awesome. Dirt bikes are gone, and that sucks because the new ones I don't like at all. So they go really fast, but like cars, they only go fast on the roads. So yeah, kind of a bummer right there. Because most of the time with dirt bikes, they could go as fast on or off the road. But this one, and also turning, like, it's basically a dirt bike is more used for mountain terrain. And so it's meant to be going over bumpy hills. That's why they can turn so easily. But when, like, both the sports bike, which is what it's based off of, they have to turn on their sides, which makes it go really slow because they go so much faster. Hope that makes sense. But because they try to make it as realistic as possible with some of the things. So yeah. So that's just kind of one of my opinions. I don't like it. The new cars are quite nice. They still kind of go slowerish, but much faster than the old taxi. Yeah, I remember those. Just the taxi just going as slow as possible, practically. Those were funny days. Trying to think of other things here right now, but yeah, but in total, I would say it's a fairly good season. I'm really excited to see what happens. I'm not really. I would prefer the battle pass to have been more not anime type stuff, but you know, it fits with the theme. It'd be cool. Oh, let me see if I can snipe you with snipe. Bam! Oh, come on! That's not fair. That was not fair. Oh my gosh, a little. What cheeky bot. I'm gonna get him. Also, unlike what I'm doing right now, when you shoot these things, and if they're moving, try to move slightly ahead of them. Aim slightly ahead. Ooh, here's a Havoc thing. Try to always aim slightly ahead of them, especially with these things. Oh yeah, the Cobra. Cobra DMR is back. I love it so much. Because, so basically, unlike a normal DMR, it shoots way faster and does a lot more damage. Finally actually hit him. Wow, I'm usually not that bad with a sniper. But this is the Havoc. See, it kind of zooms in like that. It doesn't really do that far for range. So that's, like, does 5. I literally was this distance, the only thing I had, and I just, like, was like, oh, here's a Cobra DMR. And all I had was this, and I was just like, okay, whatever. I screw it. And then it just did not work out. Yeah. So like this. And it does a lot more damage. And yeah, I personally just like this a lot better. It was around when I started playing, which was Chapter 3, Season 4. I kind of joined in the very last bit of that, so... Oh my gosh, I am so cracked at Fortnite. I was playing with a kid the other day, like it was a random duo, and he was like, I'm so cracked at Fortnite. I was like, yeah, kid, And then he like got knocked 2 seconds later, and then he was screaming at me, like saying, where were you? I'm like, kid, I was dealing with 2 other teams. It was hilarious. Not for him, but like for me, it was great. Of course, he did get on my nerves eventually. Also, aerial list, if you ever have the chance to get that, always get it, okay? It's so amazing. Yeah. It's pretty nice. And also, I do apologize for last week. I did not post Wednesday or Sunday. I was a bit busy. I have been trying to make a couple videos. I have, besides this one, 2 other videos that are ready to go, and they're scheduled because I will be out of town for like for the pretty much the end of my spring break. So I just wanted to make sure I had that was pretty nice. I just want to make sure I had everything in order. That way I could schedule them to come out. This one should be coming out on Wednesday. Yeah, it'll come out Wednesday. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. But yeah, with Chapter 4 Season 2, it's pretty fun, honestly. There are a lot of things I would have liked to have come back. For example, I loved lightsabers. I only was there for the very end of them. But my gosh, they were awesome. I really wish that I hope those come back. I've kind of heard rumors that there's supposed to be maybe another crossover, which would be lovely. I'm not usually into all this Fortnite stuff. If you want to go watch somebody, go watch like an actual Fortnite person. Nick A30 would be probably the best bet for you. But yeah, I don't really pay attention too much. I just know that they've been teasing for a Family Guy reference forever. There's just been a lot of stuff. I just really hope that the Star Wars stuff comes back, because that was awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Oh yeah, also, combat shotgun. I think you only could get this before with the assault, the tactical armory with augments. I haven't seen that yet. I'm sure it's still here. I'm just not quite sure. I think it's nice, kind of. I honestly prefer this over the Havoc, but you know, it's because I've used this one more. So yeah. I would always probably choose this over the Havoc, depending on what it was. Like if there's a gold versus a green, I would obviously take this, but you know. Yeah. Key. Also, you should go, if you're new to Fortnite, or you're trying to do what I am without really having to try that hard, go on a bot lobby. There's so many of them. I've gone against squads, duos. It's really how I started getting used to the heavy, the thunder even. I just found a bot lobby and I just practiced on here for a bit. It's pretty nice, honestly. Really would recommend that you go try that out. Oh yeah, also, Havoc suppressed assault rifle. Now, it does about like how an assault rifle does, except it's quieter and there's a little bit more space. And I think it does a tiny, not positive, tiny bit less damage. Not sure. I just don't. It was either even or a little less. Maybe more. I'm not quite sure. Still, pretty good find. And I would choose that over an assault rifle. Unless the assault rifle was higher or something, you know. But, yeah. Because that was it. It basically spaces it out more. I think I remember for green, it got an average of like 23 damage. Ooh, who's shooting at me? Okay, it's either from this way or... Oh, there they are. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Yeah, here. Gain medium ammo while sighting. That's what I was talking about earlier. So yeah, there's a lot of new augments, and I think I heard something about them talking about a respawn thing. I don't think I would like that very much. Nah, not my thing. That would just be too weird for me. Ooh, what's going on over here? Sorry, I saw something happening. Oh yeah, guys, but what I was talking about earlier is it would be right about here, actually. Actually, they kind of replaced it. Where is faulty? Yeah, they got so faulty splits would have been right about here. One other spot would have been here, and then right here there was another island. And oh my gosh, there's an island kind of there now, but it's not nearly as good. The one I liked had a castle on it, usually a big chest in there. Mythic, I think is what it was called. Okay, 51. 70. So see, it's green and it does a lot of damage. Like seriously, did you see that? Also, we can see how much damage this does quickly. I think this, yeah, I see. Showed me this. 22. I was right. I was so right. So yeah, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. If you find a purple one of these things, let me just do a quick. Oops, wrong one. Let me just do a quick check here. 126. Holy smokes. Also, here's that bike I was talking about. So you see, it's harder to turnish. It goes like extremely fast. Look at him hitting 70, 80, go on the grass. We just die. And yeah, it's pretty nice still. But and it has the boost is insane, but you can hardly turn. But it also burns through the fuel like insanely fast. It's almost like a Rocket League car practically, but it does not fly. I tested that out. So in total, I would say that this season looks very promising and pretty fun. I did forget to explore Cyber City. All that's there really is, I don't really even think there's a new boss there at all. There's a bunch of railing things, but there's nothing else. It's just a new city. It's like Anvil kind of, but it's fancier. So yeah, I think this season's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. You just gotta kind of get used to it. The weapons I feel like are really overpowered, so if you are new to this game, I would recommend going in with a duo with somebody you either know, or maybe if you want to make friends, just random, and then see if they got any advice for you, because if you're new, you're probably doomed. Like I remember Icy Penguin, he helped me out so much with this. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Game DuckTales 5. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and if you have like any ideas about what you want me to do for Legend of Zelda, Minecraft, Fortnite, even Among Us, I don't really care. Just comment down below. I will most likely do it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Game DuckTales 5, and goodbye.